Welcome back, guys. So today I'm going to be showing you a quick little video, since I am taking these off to go get repainted, how to remove them. Now, there is one video that popped up, and that's from Boost Auto Parts. That's where I got these. These are the 2017 style F250 switchback Boost Auto Part mirrors that I currently have. And when I was removing them, it's been so long since I took them off, so I had to look it up. Boost Auto showed us how to take them off if you're just replacing them. If you're like me and you're just wanting to take these off to get them repainted and put them on your truck and not just pull them off and break them, this is kind of a video on how to. Now, on Boost Auto, nothing wrong with the way they did it. Great video, helped me out, get them off. But what I was looking for is how to get this little clip off. I'm sure a lot of you have tried taking them off and you end up breaking this clip. Now, there's only 4 clips total holding it. I think this is one of the main ones right here. So if you break it off, you only got 3 clips. When you're doing 75, 80 miles on the highway, for some god-awful reason, wind catches it, you know, you're out of a cap. So I'm gonna put these back on and I'm gonna show you how to take them off real fast. So this little clip is kind of like a little hook. It's got a little hook on it, and these are all just little straight clips, which you don't really have to remove this part. I was able to get mine off, but it helps and makes it a lot easier, and you're less likely to break it. So let me pop this back on. This will sit in there. You'll hear it clip, and it's easy as that. You'll hear 1, 2, 3. So you just run your hand all around, make sure it's clipped in there. All right, so for this, you're gonna wanna push this all the way back so you can get your hands underneath it. When you get your hands underneath, you wanna get as close as you can to the base to pull it off. Now on Boost Auto, they had the mirror off, which it looked a lot easier. But since I'm too lazy and I don't really wanna take these off, I'm just gonna put my hands right underneath here. There are no clips or screws, this just pops off. So stick your hands in there. It is gonna be a pain in the butt. Like, it is gonna flex like it is gonna break. Now, there. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence. The one that they did on Boost Auto Parts was on the driver's side, and this is the passenger side. The passenger side was so much more difficult to get off than the driver's side. The driver's side popped off with ease, but this one, I don't know if you can see in the video, but this was flexing like it wanted to break. So I feel like the closer that you can get your hands in here, I had to cram my skinny fingers in there, my knuckles pass and pry, the less likely you are to break it. Because if you're trying to pull it apart from right here, you might flex this and actually break the glass. Once you get it off, do not lose these little clips. These actually sit inside like this and all angle up, and that's what'll help your truck mirror set back inside of here. See, this one took a lot of force, so this is a positive and negative. These are the wires that plug into here for your mirror, so try not to force it out as best you can. This is the passenger side, so it's a little more difficult. Let me know in the comments if it was a little more difficult for you guys too on the passenger rather than the driver. I'm just genuinely curious. But if you didn't yank it out as hard as I did, these will just unplug from here, and this is for your heated mirrors. So if you didn't yank them out like I did, all you'll do is unplug both of those guys. I would probably just remove these if yours are loose like mine, which it was just this one right here. So I'm gonna hold on, put it in my pocket. Do not lose it. So once you get it off, there are 3 clips. One here, one there, and one right here. So what you're gonna wanna do is get something pointy or a little flathead screwdriver. I just got this little pick right here. You're just gonna push this in here and it just unclips just like that. So just do that for the other 3. Once you've done the other 3, it will just basically pop right off. You just get your hands, fingernails underneath on that side, and it's loose. You're like, oh, hey, it's off. But this is why I made this video. It's still caught there. There is a pin still holding it right here, and you don't want to break it off unless you're going to replace it, because if you're like me, you might have already broke at least 1 or 2. So now all you have holding this mirror, if you don't want to go buy another cap, are 2 clips, which I think you need at least a minimum of 3 just to make sure everything stays. And this one right here seems like the main anchor for those clips. So you're just going to want to get your hands back here, create a good gap. You have a pretty good gap right here now. I can almost put my finger underneath, and like I said, in the center, you're going to see where this clips right in there. So the smaller and pointier, if you can find like a little hook, they make little screwdrivers that just have a little hook or a pin on the end. This is actually for driving a hole for a tire patch. But you're gonna wanna go in that very center. You're gonna see a pin where it is holding to the right, and you just click it out. Now I'm gonna show you with it off. So the cap is on there, you're driving this in the center, and that little clip right there, you're trying to push out. So this is all you're doing. Just clicking it out so that will release this clip. Because like I said, it is a hook. So that would be, this hook right here would be facing in, and it is being held by this little guy right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clip this center one on there and kind of show you how I did it, because it's a little difficult to explain just because the lighting is so bad outside, the sun is so bright. So I'm gonna grab this. Like I said, you're just gonna wanna create a little gap, pull it out as much as you can. All the clips are released and it's still holding, right? So find the center where this clip is at. You'll be able to see it easier once you're actually looking underneath it, and it'll probably be a lot easier if you have it off. But I'm gonna drive this pin in, push to the right, and it clips right out. Your clip is not broken and you can reuse this. And now I'm just gonna show you how to put the glass back on. I already showed you how to put the cap back on. It literally just sets on there. You push the clips in, just run your hand over all 3 corners where the clips are holding and press in till you hear a click. This right here is not difficult. It looks a little more intimidating than what it is, but I promise you, this probably took me 5 minutes to do both. So like I said last time, if you have one of these pins, this one's pretty loose in there, so I took it out and put it in my pocket. You do not want to lose these because these are little guide pins. So grab your 2 cables for the heated mirror, plug those in. So when you're putting this back on, make sure your 2 wires are plugged back in, and these little triangle things are gonna go right over those. Those are gonna be kind of your guide pins. And make sure those wires are tucked away, because if you put it on, the wires will hang out. So as you can see, the little triangle pieces are right underneath these plastic parts, and they set just like that. So you're just gonna guide them in, and clicks right in. That's all it takes. 3 seconds. I would just kind of push it all around, make sure everything's holding, and you are set. So it is a lot easier to put them on than it is to take them off, which is super weird. I've took off that mirror like 3 times and it's still very hard to get off. But that is the how-to on to remove those mirror caps without breaking this clip. Like I said, I love Boost Auto Parts Beer. That helped me out get through 85% of the process, but just that little clip, like I said, since I'm reusing it, I didn't want to break it because I'm going to get this repainted, and I didn't want to have to wait another week or so just to get another one in and have it repainted. So this is going off to the paint shop. That is a successful removal and install. Thank you guys for watching. I know it may not have been the most amazing thing, but I hope this helps those of you that run into this issue, because it was kind of difficult for me to find something about it.